The CEO's invisible advantage. Have you ever wondered why some companies with average products dominate their markets while others with superior offerings struggle to gain traction? I'll tell you a quick story. Last month, I met with a CEO whose company had everything going for it: 32% year over year growth, healthy margins, a brilliant product roadmap. But he was losing deals to competitors with inferior products, struggling to hire top talent despite better compensation packages, and watching his valuation multiple lag behind industry peers. I don't understand, he told me. We're doing everything right. Except they weren't. What he missed, what 95% of executives consistently overlook, is the invisible factor that determines which companies thrive and which merely survive, regardless of what their balance sheets say. It's what I call perception capital, your most powerful hidden asset. McKinsey's landmark study of over 2,000 companies revealed that those effectively managing stakeholder perceptions commanded price-to-earnings ratios nearly 5 times higher than peers with similar financial metrics. It was perception, how stakeholders viewed these companies, value, potential, and leadership. Look at the data. Companies with strong perception capital command 2.7 higher valuations, retain top performers 3.2 times longer, and close deals at a 40% higher rate than those focused exclusively on traditional metrics. Warren Buffett said it best: in business, perception isn't just reality, it's a precursor to reality. The companies that understand this create their own gravity. Yet, most executives never see it. They obsess over spreadsheets and KPIs, while their perception capital account remains overdrawn. Think about these examples. Tesla, commanding a market cap larger than the next 9 car makers combined. Apple, capturing 75% of smartphone profits with just 13% market share. Enterprise software companies with identical features but 10 times differences in valuation. This isn't random, it's systematic. I've spent the last few decades analyzing how this invisible advantage shapes business outcomes. The pattern is clear. The most successful CEOs aren't just running companies, they're systematically building and leveraging perception capital. Now, I want to give you 2 immediate actions you could take today to begin building your advantage. First, the 30-minute perception audit. Identify your 3 most important stakeholder groups: customers, investors, employees, whoever matters most to your success. For each group, write down what they currently believe about your company versus what you need them to believe to achieve your goals. Rate the gap between these perceptions on a scale of 1 to 10 and calculate your average vulnerability perception score. This simple exercise reveals your most critical perception gaps, exactly where you're leaving money on the table. 2, the 1-hour alignment fix. Most companies broadcast contradictory signals that fragment their perception capital. Here's how to fix it. Get your leadership team together and have each person write down in precisely 1 sentence, what business are we really in? What's your unique advantage? Why should customers choose us over alternatives? Share the responses, identify inconsistencies, and you'll find them, and create unified answers that everyone commits to using consistently. You're looking for agreement. You're looking for something that's memorable. Then immediately correct any customer-facing materials, like your website, that contradict the answers. A B2B service company I advised discovered their executives were describing their business in 7 fundamental different ways. After implementing this simple, easy, fast alignment exercise, the sales team reported prospects moving through the funnel 35% faster because they themselves finally understood what their company did, what their company actually offered. These 2 quick wins are just the beginning. The complete perception capital framework has transformed companies from industry afterthoughts to category leaders in months, not years. As Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella puts it, in the modern business landscape, your perception ecosystem is as important as your product ecosystem. The companies that understand this win disproportionately. So go ahead, implement these two actions today. The results will show you the power of this invisible advantage that 95% of your competitors are still missing. Final thought. Then ask yourself, what would be possible if you systematically built perception capital the way you built financial capital? The answer might transform your company's future. If you found this valuable, like this, hit subscribe and the notification bell. Also leave a comment or book a call, as I'm loving the conversations. Next week, I'll share how one CEO used the complete framework to transform his company from an industry afterthought to an acquisition target at 4.5 times their previous valuation in just 11 months. Drop a comment below with your biggest perception challenge, and I'll address it in an upcoming video. And until then, start building your invisible advantage.